I declare.
Yeah, well, they call sit-ups. Back where I come from, they possibly call sit-downs, whatever that means.
My goodness gracious, you're exercising. I thought you gave that up with the WSB.
Yes, well, the current schmozzle necessitates a return to my old self.
I wasn't aware there was a new self.
Yeah, well, I've grown lazy in this great living around here. But if I'm to help Luke, I should be operating at least 100%. What is that great aroma? It's got to be that.
You like it?
Yeah.
Take out from Kelly's.
Sling me one of those funny-looking long things there.
No, darling, you have to have orange juice first.
Oh?
Vitamins, you know.
Oh, right. Quick. There we go.
There you
right.
go.
Here's to Auntie Charlotte. Long may she reign.
Yeah, pity I never found her, wasn't it?
Indeed.
Okay. What do we do next?
First, we squaff breakfast, and then we think up a new... Yeah, squaff breakfast, right.
Okay.
Watch your weight. Then we think up a new diversion so that Ramsey won't be suspicious, and we can make a hasty retreat to Vangelders and possibly talk to Luke.
Well, I thought that money was an excellent idea.
Yeah, well, it's so excellent that it won't work twice. A person with as many corners as Ramsey's got won't forget being conned.
What do you think he's going to do when he finds out that was us?
Well, in actual fact, that's the least of my worries. The important thing is getting to Luke before Ramsey, or indeed anybody else for that matter, does.
Yes, sir, but Commissioner... Well, yes, sir, I am well aware that it was a waste of manpower, but, sir, I was following what I considered to be a very good lead. And Well, yes, sir. Well, sure. Well, I think I know who was behind it, yes, and I'm trying to find out. But if you... Sir, if... Commissioner... Well, of course, sir. Gee, I certainly realize that my first priority is to find Luke Spencer, sir. Well, yes, but...
Captain,
Yes, Commissioner. Well, sure, sir. Well, whatever you say, sir. Yes, fine. You know I'll work on it as hard as I can. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Oh, jeez. Okay, go ahead. Speak to me.
I've got the Coletown Police Department on the phone.
Yeah.
Seems our boy Spencer and the Sutton girl were both there.
Oh, I don't believe it. We're getting a real break?
They're on line 6 if you want to talk to them.
You bet I do. Hello. This is Captain Ramsey. Just tell me that you know where they are.
Total's right there, last line.
What is this?
That's the phone charges.
Yeah, well, you've listed 3 here. I only made 2 calls.
No.
I said I only made 2.
One was made from the lobby.
No, that's impossible.
Well, if you'd like to check.
Look, man, I don't have time to play stomp the guest. I gotta get a plane, okay? I gotta catch a plane. Now, just erase this one here, adjust the total, and I will be happy to pay the bill.
I'm sorry, I can't do that. That was charged to your room.
Not by me, it wasn't.
I know. I didn't say you made the call.
And why are you charging me for it?
The young lady made the call. And if I'm not mistaken, she's with you.
Would you mind getting to the point? Do you know where they are?
Well, I arrested them.
Oh, that's great. You mean you've got them in your jail right now?
Well, I had them, but they're gone now.
What do you mean they're gone now? That man is a wanted criminal.
Well, you see, I didn't know that when I arrested him.
Well, then why the hell did you arrest them?
Well, the guy took a pop at me. I thought
They should spend a night in jail and cool off.
Listen, this doesn't make very good sense to me. Would you just tell me, do you know where they went after you let them out of jail?
I didn't know they were on the run.
Hey, listen, we sent that APB at least a week ago.
Well, I didn't read it until this morning.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Well, look, we don't get a lot of fugitives here in Coletown.
Well, that's no reason for not responding to an APB.
Well, I'm responding now.
Yeah, oh, well, okay. I'm sorry. This has just not been my day. Look, when you let them out of jail, do you have any idea where they might have gone?
North.
Could you be a little more specific?
Well, look, that's the best I can do. I put them on the first train out of here. It was the noon flyer to Toronto. It has stops in...
Albany and Buffalo.
You might as well add Mars.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. I think that's it. I think I reached the end of the trail here, unless you can tell me what station they got off at.
I don't have any
idea.
Oh, great. Oh, boy. That's what I thought.
Hey, what did this guy do? The APB didn't say.
attempted murder and kidnapping.
Well, no wonder so many people are asking about them.
What do you mean, people? What people?
Well, there was a couple up here yesterday.
Yesterday, asking the same questions you just did.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, let me guess. The guy had an accent, and the girl was tall, beautiful, and she kept fixing her hair.
Yeah, it was when she wasn't calling everyone darling.
Oh, darling, yes. Okay, I know who it is. That'll be it. Thank you very much for your help.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Don't make me repeat myself.
We've got a plane to catch.
Who did you call?
I tell you, it's not important.
This is Port Charles. It's Port Charles number.
How do you know?
I live there, remember. I know all the prefixes. What'd you do? Call your sick friend again?
Yes. I mean, no.
Which is it, yes or no?
A friend, but not sick.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Does his friend have a name?
Yes.
Go on.
I called Jackie. Is that okay?
What for?
Just for a talk.
Just for a talk. That's a very dumb try, you know. This is not Jackie's number.
I know. I tried the apartment first and there was no reply, so I tried her at the paper.
I don't believe you.
Fine, don't.
All right. Would you just add this call to this bill, please? It will be in Port Charles.
Isn't necessary.
It is necessary until you level with me.
Please.
It's ringing. Strange.
What?
Newspapers usually answer their phone day and night.
Private office number. Maybe she's not in.
Jackie doesn't have a private office number.
How do you know?
Because I call her there all the time, and I have to go through a switchboard, and when she doesn't answer, they take a message.
You're wrong.
You're lying. Tell me who this number belongs to. Tell me who this number belongs to.
I can't.
All right, fine. Add this to your charges, too, if you like. It's information. Port Charles. This is an emergency. I have a number here, and I'm sorry, but I do not have the name of the party that the number belongs to. I was hoping you could help me out. Well, the number is 555-1919. Yes, it is an emergency. You sure? Mm-hmm. All right. No, thank you very much. Unlisted.
Excuse me, if you're going to catch a plane,
Yeah, all right. Okay, let me take this. What is it? With that last call, what?
260?
Come on, darling.
Want me to call a cab?
No, that's all right. We're going to walk fast, and you've got plenty of time on the plane to tell me who you called.
Something very theatrical this time. The ultimate charade.
Yeah, but we don't have a cast of thousands.
We'll recruit some people. We'll get Emma Lutz and Slick. Be just like old times.
But Ramsey is going to be ready this time. We need the perfect diversion. I don't want him looking in the other direction when we make that flight to Rochester. I want him running in the other direction.
Did you ever see that movie, North by Northwest, where they took Cary Grant out to this bus stop and just left him in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah. Reminds me a little of our encounter.
The first time on the jungle?
Yeah. You ever think about it?
Occasionally.
I have. Lately, anyway, a lot. I think it changed me.
I'm flattered.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, maybe. I guess it was the situation more than anything. Up until then, you know, I was kind of barnstorming through life. Looking for danger, loving it, on to the next job. And, you know, when we sort of ran into one another, we stopped, stood, stared. You know, something kind of happened.
I
think on the stage they call it electricity.
No, it was, well, it was something more tangible than that. You know, I could have run. And I could have killed you. But I didn't. I stopped. I just stood there.
My. I had no idea I had such an effect on you.
Well, it was the experience that affected me. Those months on that island, I changed. I don't know, I guess I began to, how do you put it?
I think they call it caring.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Caring.
We were good together, weren't we?
At everything we did.
Then what happened?
Oh, what generally happens? Reality intervenes. We may have been able to sort of stop time for a moment, well, like in the jungle. Well, it's only a moment. Nothing stops for too long.
Including reality.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the problem. I mean, everything was just perfect on that island. But it just couldn't hack civilization.
I tell you what, sweetheart, when we get a breather, we'll go back to that island.
I doubt that it'll be the same.
It'll be great for our tans.
That's what I like about you, Tiffany. You always have the priorities in life sorted out.
Yeah, well, what with Luke and Holly to worry about, I'm afraid we also have a major money problem.
But it's not mortgage time again, is it?
No, it's 2 weeks past. And we're several months behind in the payment to the foreman at the site.
Well, don't worry about him. He'll hang around till Luke gets back.
Maybe. You know, we reopened the Star tonight.
Oh, terrific. Another bloody header.
Won't quite be the same without Luke, though, will it? Holly, too.
Well, I understand that Holly is not central to the running of the Star.
Oh, I know that. It's just that I'd grown rather fond of her, actually.
Well, I guess she is the best thing that's happened to Luke in quite a while.
That's funny. Ruby said the same thing to me the other day.
Ruby. I wonder if she's getting herself together.
Is he dreaming? Is he thinking thoughts? I sometimes think he can hear us.
I don't know.
That's what it comes to, really, Steve. I don't know.
All we can do.
What's that?
Nurse, keep an eye on this monitor. We're getting some fibrillation.
Yes, Doctor.
What does that mean?
Man in Dan's condition is subject to a lot of complications. We have to check constantly for
Look,
variables.
I'm not one of your interns. What does it mean?
I'm afraid it means we could lose him.
Dear God.
Ruby, come on. Let's find a place to sit. Come on.
Steve, Ruby?
We're going to the lounge, right?
Dr. Perez, report to radiology. Dr. Perez, report to radiology. Dr. Banks, call the lab on line 4B. Dr. Banks, call the lab on line 4B.
Oh, Ruby.
Well, you sit right there and relax. Come on.
Now, Rube, I want you to take some deep breaths. In. And out. In. And out.
Would you like some water?
It might help, Ruby.
Look, all of you, just stop worrying about. Get back to work and stop worrying about me.
Don't be silly.
We know exactly what you're going through.
You couldn't possibly, Brian.
Yes, he does.
We all do, Ruby, because we all care about Dan, too.
Alert! It's Rooney.
Stay with her, Brian. Come on.
Look, you just calm down. There's nothing you can do. Just calm down. You stay right here now. Relax. He's gonna be all right. He's in good hands. Just relax, all right? Just relax, honey.
Brian, what happened?
Yes, I see you. It's Dan. Steve's with him now.
Oh, Ruby.
I'm so frightened.
Ruby. Ruby, now, Ruby, now you listen to me. Now, listen. Now, everything is going to be just fine. Now, you have to believe that.
I can't believe anything. Not with Dan in there and Luca, I don't know where.
You know I'm going to find out eventually. Why don't you save us both the hassle and just tell me?
You don't want to know.
Whatever gave you that idea?
Would you please stop badgering me?
I want the truth. I got to have the truth because just once, I want you to turn to me and say I have a confession to make. That's your answer?
Why ask? You know it is.
I'm asking of you because I'm giving you a chance to answer yourself before I find out on my own. Now, who are you calling?
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
What if you do find out? It won't matter. As soon as you see Vangelder, he's going to call the police.
Why don't you just let me worry about that? What is this, Eddie Quartermain's number? Do you have maybe a little side venture going with him that I don't know about? Or is it one of the other investors?
Doesn't worry you the thought of going to jail?
Sean Valley? Could it be Sean Valley of the bank? I never did like the way you looked at him.
They'll lock you up forever.
The Corsos? And what about, Harper? Maybe you had some going with Harper. Maybe you're trying to reach Harper before I reach him. Now, that's logical. That is logical. Or maybe it's Al Harper's mother. The two of you planning to run off together? Maybe to the Bahamas?
Don't be ridiculous.
You're being ridiculous, darling. Holly, I'm giving you a real chance here.
To do what?
To be straight with me. Come clean.
Should I? Keeping me a virtual prisoner.
Well, I gave you your chance.
Not recently. Locking me in that room while you were in the shower.
Apparently, I should have chained you to the bed.
I can't take much more of this.
Well, I'm sorry, but you don't have a choice.
How long can you possibly keep this up? You said yourself we're running out of money.
No, don't worry about that. I got it all figured out. When the money's gone, we'll use your credit card. Lady, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. But you're damn well not who you claim to be. It's amazing. It's amazing the trust I've put in you and the trust that you don't give back to me. But it's okay, because I have the number now and I'm going to keep calling it until I find out exactly what it is you won't tell me. Now, you can let me do that, or you could do us both a favor. Let me hear it from your mouth first.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final descent into Rochester Municipal Airport. Please observe the no smoking sign and fasten your safety belt. Thank you.
Fasten your safety belt. Buckle up, baby.
Where does everyone in Port Charles run and hide?
The Croydon Hotel, of course.
Oh, that's absolutely perfect. We can get Laura to go and help us and get a meal from Kelly's and pretend like Luke and Holly are staying there. That's great.
That's good. Yeah, a great big greasy hamburger for Luke and a big fat buttered crumpet for Holly. Ramsey will be convinced they're there.
Yes, and of course we'll have to use that last great free enterprise, the Croydon Manor.
Oh, spot on. Now, better. I will dress up as the manager and really confuse the hell out of him. Now, I can all see it now. Hey, Cap, what's going down? For $20, I'll tell you what you want to know. For 25...
Well, I'm certainly glad I found you both here.
Well, Captain, this is always a surprise. How you doing?
I'm steaming mad. I don't suppose you'd like to explain this?
What?
Why you sent the police on a wild goose chase?
Well, whatever you're talking about.
Well, if you don't remember, let me refresh your memory. While you were sending me on a wild goose chase, the two of you went over to Coal Town on a little trip. Tell me about it. Was it a good trip?
Actually, it was a depressing little hamlet.
You know, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Such a flagrant disrespect for law and order, especially you. I thought we had a deal that if you found out anything about Luke Spencer, that you were obligated to come to me.
You have a deal with Joe. Now, I'm not an officer of the court.
Oh, I know that. But you're obstructing justice. Or should I say you're obstructing justice once more? I should have left you in the slammer.
You want to take me back to the can?
Not unless you refuse to answer my questions.
Well, I'll answer them. You're not going to like the answers.
Let's start with, did you find him?
Nope.
Did you talk to him at all?
Nope.
We were too late.
Oh, you mean they were already on that train?
You know about that?
Yeah, the noon flyer. It had 3 stops. What was it? Albany, Buffalo, and Toronto.
Isn't it a miracle of modern technology how you always seem to know what we do?
I also know that you talked to Holly on the phone.
Now, how did you know that?
All right, now, wait a minute. Both of you, listen to me. There's no laughing matter. Just listen. A man happens to be near death because of Luke Spencer. And half the town of Port Charles may lose their life savings because this deal has come to a standstill. Now, it is in everybody's best interest that we find Luke and Holly.
It's what happens to them after you find them that bothers me.
Scorpio, this is still a criminal case, and I do have a duty to perform.
Well, why don't you get out of here and perform it instead of mixing it and harassing us?
No argument now, just drink it down. Ooh. There. Now, isn't that better?
A little.
That's the smile that we all know and love.
It's not real. I just can't pretend. When I'm miserable, I've never been so low. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this one.
Ruby, do you remember your operation?
That's a lifetime ago.
Yeah, but think back to it. Do you remember how strong you were? Do you remember how much strength it took just to get through each day?
I had so much help.
Well, sure you did. You had Bobby, and you had Luke, and you had Dan. But, you know, they never gave up hope on you. You know that? I mean, no matter how many times they wanted to break down, they held on. And they strengthened you with their own strength.
I know what you're saying, but believe me, I do. It's just, with Luke gone, I feel so alone.
Look, we are all right here with you. And you just gotta keep yourself together because Dan needs all the strength that you can spare.
If I had any, I'd give it all to him.
Oh, you've got lots of it. You're one of the strongest ladies I know.
I want to believe that. Really, I do.
Okay?
Steve's coming now.
Oh.
He's out of danger, for the time being anyway.
Oh, Steve.
Ruby, I called Claudia. You're coming home with me.
No,
I'm okay now.
Look, I still want to make sure that you have a relaxing evening and a good dinner.
Very kind.
Well, good, then. It's all settled.
No, really, it's not. I can't. I've got acres of work here.
Doctor's orders, Ruby. You're going home with Brian and Claudia. No arguments, understand?
If you don't mind.
Mind what? Are you kidding?
An old lady who's so uptight she may explode at any minute.
Ruby, listen to me. We're going to do everything possible to bring Dan through this. You have my personal guarantee.
Do I have your guarantee when I'll see Luke? If I'll see Luke.
Vangelder knows me better than you. I'll do the talking.
I'm not arguing with you.
Well, that'll be the first time in a week.
Well, who starts it?
Lies start it. Secret phone calls. Refusing to cooperate starts it.
Yes?
Mrs. Vangelder?
Oh, no, I'm a friend of the family's. Is Mrs. Vangelder expecting you?
Well, no, actually, we're here to see Mr. Vangelder.
We were told he's returning from Europe today.
Are you friends?
Actually, we're close business associates. We just got off a plane from Albany.
Then you don't know.
Know what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please, come in.
Mr. Vangelder died suddenly upon his arrival this morning.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.